Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hello, my frizzy friends. How are we this morning? Good morning, Lisa. Melissa G is in the house. And Heather, and I just realized I didn't mute again because that's what happens when you are frizzy like me. Oh my goodness. And let's see. I think I said Heather. Hi, Heather. Lana Banana. And Maribel's in the house. And Rebecca is here. And Dee is here. Hello, hello. Elephant Stampede. Hi, Marianne. How's it going? I've got my bag. I've got my Mama Winch. Mama Winch's crazy train bag. Full, and it's upside down on the back because that's very apropos. I love that. It says where we get to be enabled and encouraged, and then we are all members of the Yarn Addicts Anonymous. It says on the crazy train. Yes. Yes. Hi, Sonia. Hello, Tank. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going, everyone? How's your week going? Hi, Kimberly. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. That's how I would sing to my kids to get up. Hi, Gwen. Yes, everybody's saying hi to everybody. So I am working on Pebble today. Pebble is a character that is my daughter's favorite character from a game called Dandy's World, which is on Roblox. So this is his head, because I did finish his head, and he's kind of like a derpy rock dog. And he's going to have these cute little, like, where is it? Like right here on the cheeks, basically. He has this sort of just a simple, like how we used to draw a flower as a kid, just the outline on each side. So he'll have that. I've got the two pieces for his tail, which is also kind of rock shaped, but it needs to have some thickness. So I think I'm going to make like a strip, and then I'll just sew all the bits together, and hopefully it'll kind of keep a rock-ish shape. I don't want to put anything like solid and flat in there to keep the shape, only because I wanted him to be super snuggly, not like something that's going to poke you in the face. You know what I mean? Hi, Sassy. Sassy's in the house, and Joanne is in the house, and Sonia's here. Going well off today because of the Jewish holiday. Nice. Are you in New York? I don't remember. Where are you based out of, Sonia? Let me know. My week has been so good. Oh, good. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Anytime everybody's having good weeks, you should be shouting it out, you know? I feel like we talk more about when things aren't as good, and I think it's nice to talk when things are really good. Thank you, Melissa. So do you know the character? Do you know the character that that I'm making here? Here, I'll get a picture just so you guys have a base of. I showed it the other day, but I think oh, here it is. Oh, actually, that's a plushie. You can buy a plushie, but obviously, like, why buy a plushie when you can make one? Am I right? Hi, Reno Cat. Oh, nighttime for you. I'm glad you could pop in and say hello, though. Welcome in, and hope you sleep well. You love all that is derpy. Oh my gosh. Well, I kind of want to make the derpy cat from the newest K-pop Demon Hunters that came out. He's like this. He's kind of like here. Well, first, let me not. I should try to, like, I can't face him the right direction because I can never. I'm always backwards when it comes to this stuff. But yes, so he pretty well looks like the character, I think. I tried to get some angular areas, but of course it's a little tough with Amis, right? To get those nice sharp angles, unless you put something sharp inside. If I had a foam block that I carved to be that shape, it would totally stay that shape. So just, I don't have that, but you know. Pebble, yes. So Lizzie found Pebble. Pebble was sitting next to me on the couch, and she hadn't seen that Pebble had a face. Like all she saw was just this before he was closed and all of that. And I had snuck the face on, and then she was like, ah! She runs over, grabs him, and which is exactly what I was hoping for. So I think she said I'm doing a good job. So that's 2 thumbs up for Mom, right? He made the 3 girls from K-pop. Oh my gosh. Email me pictures, please. And also which pattern you use, because I would love to make the girls as well, because I loved it. I thought it was so good, and the music is so good. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. I will say that I actually will be alone in my car, and I'll get Tidal, which is like Spotify, pulled up, and I'll start playing the soundtrack myself, and I'm sitting in there dancing around. Yes, I will, Monique. Yep. I am. She actually, so get this, Monique. Lizzie wants, and hi, Steffi, I saw you pop in. Lizzie says, well, Mom, you know you have to make Dandy. And Dandy basically looks like kind of like a flower, right? Like a daisy. But the petals are in a rainbow. So like a red petal, or, you know, he's got like a rainbow petal and then a body, and he walks around and stuff. And I think he's the owner of Pebble. But so she says she wants Dandy. And I go, oh, well, I'm going to have to test the pattern. So maybe I'll make like an acrylic one, because that'll be smaller, you know, whip up faster. Then I can always make like the Dandy to be the size that goes with that. She's like, no, I want the Dandy to fit with this one. So can you imagine? I mean, how big that would be? A character like huge. I'm going to turn into one of those people that crochets the giant horse. Or have you seen those? There's somebody that she makes like life-size crochet amigurumis. She did a Mario Brother one. She did an astronaut one. She did the horse one that Lizzie recently showed me. She did the thing from Mario with, I think she did the thing like that's in the tube, right? And it's like almost looks like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, kind of. So, yeah, it would be huge, Monique. Oh my gosh. But I mean, hey, if we got to do what we got to do, you know, she wants her whole room to be Dandy's world, basically. And in my head, I thought, oh, good, I'll make Pebble like the size he probably would be in real life. But then I didn't think 2-3 steps ahead, which would be, oh, but if I make the other characters, she's going to want them life size. So yeah, I didn't think that far ahead, but here we are. So that's okay. That's okay. I think they're fun. He's been fun to design and mess around with. I like how he came out. So yeah. Oh, okay, Dee. Thanks for popping in, and thank you. Yes, this shirt I wore during the year. I wore it as like a PJ top, because I didn't want to not wear it, because I love it. It's very comfortable. But now I get to wear it as a day shirt. So yes. Hi, Mandy. Welcome in. We do wonderful, crazy things for our kids. They have I keep thinking like they have no idea how good they have it, you know, and because we didn't have I mean, maybe some people did, but my mom didn't make those things. She knew how to crochet. She knew how to crochet, but she would crochet like slippers, or no, she knitted those slippers. Actually, I'm thinking of, they were knitted slippers. That's right. And then, but she showed me how to like do the chain and a single crochet, and that's about it. So it wasn't until, yes, Mandy, it wasn't until I got older and decided that it was something I wanted to really get into that I figured out how to do it all. Which whip will I pick? I don't know, Amber. What's your total at now? I'll just put Pebble's face. He can just stare at you guys. How's that? Oh my goodness. So a tank. Number 567. All right, let's go. Oh, cute. Yes, I saw those. Mandy, I saw that. Yeah, so Pebble has a few different variations. Lizzie just wanted his natural form, but he also comes, and I really like the one, he has this flower on his head. So he's got like a green, I think I don't know if it's like a lotus or what it is, but it's got almost different like rainbowy petals coming up. And that it looks kind of like a headdress, right? But it has a little bit of green coming down as well, like a leafy look. And then There's another one where, yeah, he's got, I think it's like the fried egg, and it's got the little band that goes around him. I think that's the one you're talking about, right, Mandy? No worries, Arrow. You're not late. What? Rebecca! What an interesting guess you might have just said. You might be right. You might just be right on that. You're working on your daughter's Wednesday. Ooh, getting some Doc Marten boots. Those will be perfect. I love that. Are you crocheting anything, Sonia, or are you just working on getting the bits together for the costume? Your wits are out of control. Oh my gosh. Candy Joe is in the house. Hi, Candy. How are you? How is your day going? How's life? May get mad at me. I'm ordering sunflower everything for my new car. Nice. You should like hand paint sunflowers on there. Why not? Go crazy. Everybody will know it's you when you're coming, Tank. Hello, butterfly wings. How are you? Welcome in. Okay. So she showed me the picture. She actually got in the game so I could see his tail properly because I couldn't tell, you know, do I just stitch these bits together? Is it pretty flat? But it's actually more like it's another rock that's connected to him. So I need to get a little bit of height in there in between. But I just want to keep as much of the ridging as I can. I know it'll get plumper, you know, but it is kind of, it's a little plump. So you need to refill your coffee, and I had to get office coffee. Ooh, made it too strong. Oh no. Can you add anything to it? But yes, Pebble is the word of the day, you guys, in light of our Pebble right here that I'm working on. So her new Subaru with everything moo. She calls it her Moobaroo. I love that. Yes. Do it. So you know my car, right? You know my car is Jujubee, and I call her Juju, and it looks like this, except for that's another little Jujubee's. So it's not a convertible though. I have a white hard top that is that's on mine, but I would like to actually get like a decal, a FRIZZY'S Books decal on there that has like a QR code, so I might even be able to put it on taxes and say it's a work vehicle. Thank you, Jennifer. They're meant to be like that. Like I didn't mis-sew them. That he has kind of derpy eyes, so I was very careful in my placement of his eyes. You just gave Lexi her oatmeal and toast for breakfast, and now watching me. Yay! Excellent. I love it. All right, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Your Jeep is called Smeagol. Excellent. You should hang like a ring from the back, from the rear view camera. That would be amazing. A gold ring. You're working on pumpkins and ghosts, Len. Nice. That's excellent. Yeah. I've just been working on Pebble. That's what I've been working on if I'm crocheting. It's been that. I still have my cocoon again. I need to measure it because I don't recall how, I think it needs to be something like 44 inches. The height wise, you know. Oh, thank you, Kendra. You're going to be the first person I put down in October because it's October 2nd. Am I right? Yes, I am right. I was like, did I get the date wrong? I might have. Nope, I didn't. Okay. We are writing you down, Kendra. You're going to be numbers 1 and 2 for that one. Yes, $5 super chats do get you 2 entries in, by the way. So I'm going to heart that. You are so very generous, Kendra, with all of those on the YouTube streets. We hang out at Mama G's sometimes, right? Well, pretty much every time Mama G's on. You're working on a pumpkin ghost, Monique. You'll share pictures on Discord ASAP. Excellent. I love seeing all the pictures and seeing what everybody's working on. So very excited. Finally, my hardback book is out, you guys. Amazon did approve it, so it's now available on Amazon. I am going to order copies. So I will have signed copies available in my shop, but until those are here, well, I'll put it up. I'll put it up. I haven't done it yet, but I will put it up for pre-order because I kind of need to know or get a gauge of how many people would actually want a hardback copy. But they look so nice, and they are so rich in the color inside. I think it's just a better printer that does these hardback copies. I'm seeing movement here. Hello, oh, thank you, Tank. I'm going to show you guys too. I put together the bag for October, so I'm putting you down, and I'm putting Mandy down for the oh my God, my mouth and my brain are at two different speeds right now. 5 FRIZZY'S gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see who got a membership. March Wind. Panda got a membership. Lovely. And Gems by Anastasia and Winsome and Nova Gnome. Oh my goodness, I recognize all of those names. I love it. How much yarn are you buying tonight? For me, how much yarn am I buying? I can't buy, I don't have any money to buy yarn. I'll be there though. I'll certainly be there to support. I just don't know that I can buy any this time around. So I'm actually going to be selling my own yarn, you know what I mean? So, okay, who did I miss? Or what did I miss here? Okay, I'm designing a new pattern this morning and the math is melting my head. Yeah, so something's off on the tail, my tail pattern, because one tail looks a little bigger than the other one, I'm not gonna lie. So this is why I'll test my pattern before I release it, as I don't want you guys to be like, what Frizzy mean for this to be this wonky? Am I going to fix it? Maybe. I haven't decided yet. It's not off by much. It's just off by just a wee bit. So one is slightly bigger. Maybe it was my tension. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yay. Thank you, Arrow. Oh, Melissa, you're so funny. Just like, Monique, is that for mom? Just found out my mom took a header last night. And of course, I didn't hear it from her. Took a header? Like, got hit in the head? Is that what you mean, Marianne? Oh my goodness. You would have preferred hardback. Not a whole lot. Well, it is in the total. So the shipping would be about the same. Because it's a book, and so you ship media mail, but the hardbacks are pre-shipping. It's $19.99 for the hardback, so the cost to produce them is more than double. So they do have, that's why they have a higher price point. But yeah, and then it would be with shipping. So 25-ish is what you'd be looking at on my website, and I'll double check that. I just want to, like, I'll put a hardback in one of the bubble mailers and I pretend like I'm shipping it to New York, which is the furthest for me, or even Florida, and just to see, you know, how much they would charge for media mail. I rented the pawn shop. I'll be like flinging out skeins of yarn. Do they buy yarn there? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I have the e-version, but I will get a hardcover copy. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I was like, should I just order 5 copies? Because I ordered 50 of the paperbacks to have available in my shop for signing and sending out. But I just, you know, because they are more expensive to purchase, I don't want to buy 50 copies of the hardback and then be sitting on them, you know. So I'm kind of just gauging interest. She fell. Oh, poor thing. I hope she's okay, Marianne. I hope she's, I'm sure she's sore, but hopefully that goes away soon. Can I pay the difference for the hardback books and just wait till you get them? Yeah, we can certainly do that, Amber, for sure. So if you've already bought a paperback, let me have a little think on that when I'm not on live, because my multitasking, as we know, is not that great. I'll try to figure out a way that we can do it that way, or I can always refund the one and then you can go in and purchase the hardback when it's available to do that. So we could do it that way too. Does she live close by? Oh, thank you, Arrow. You're so sweet. You guys are so sweet. I'm putting it down. Arrow. All right. She lives in Florida. She's now joined the bubble wrap club. Nice. We were even talking to my mom because she's like petrified of falling because she's off balance, and my mother-in-law's off balance. You know, that's just what happens. But because they have those things, I don't know if it's a necklace or a bracelet. There's something that it's like a button that you can press that can alert others or emergency services. You know, because if you're alone in the house, like. For my mom, my dad goes out shopping, stuff like that. If she can't reach her phone, you know, there's just peace of mind, I think, if you do end up getting something like that. So I guess I will keep the paperback. Take. Oh my gosh. I know. The paperback is still lovely. It took longer to get the hardback out, because I had to reformat the cover and do all that fun stuff. And I had to order 2 proof copies because of the spine thing. You know, it's a hodgepodge. All the stuff that, you know, I never had to think about before, but now I think about. And so now it's up, which is exciting. I love it. And I'm almost done with getting it up on Ingram Spark, which is how you can request it, like for libraries, bookstores, all that kind of stuff. That's who they'll order through, is Ingram usually. I've never heard of a library or a store purchasing books from Amazon. I don't think they do, because they're like direct competitors, you know what I mean? So they're like, no. Exactly. Help, I fallen, I can't get up. Yes. 4 times this year. Oh my gosh, Rebecca. She's got to be more careful. What's she doing over there? You know? Is it like, I mean, I trip over my own feet sometimes, so I can understand it, but you just become more breakable, I think, as you get older, right? So, I don't know, make sure they're drinking lots of milk. Keep the bones healthy. I drink a lot of lattes that has milk in it, so. Oh, that's perfect, Amber. That's why I did the hardback, because traditionally kids books, you don't really see that often in hardback, except for perhaps, like, I remember Geronimo Stilton when I was working at the library. That was a graphic novel that was in hardback. Most of the time you see in paperback, but hardbacks do last. They last a lot longer. They're easier, you know. They don't get bent and broken up and stuff. There's a lot of good things about hardbacks, so I'm glad to hear that others are liking them too. Our church bookstore even orders from the publishers. That's amazing. And that also doesn't happen all that often. The nice thing, the reason for that, the reason that they tend not to order through Amazon is because they can't get wholesale prices. So they pay the whole shebang. So they're not making anything. It doesn't make sense, you know? So when they order from Ingram, like as I was going in to put it in, I have to put in a discounted rate for them to buy wholesale. So that's why they'll order more copies, but then they get, you know, anywhere from 40 to 60% off of the price of the retail price. For me, I can't really do more than 40%, because being a self-published author, I wouldn't make anything. You know what I mean? Like, so. Lori, you don't have to babysit today. Woohoo! It was so nice to see you last night at Camille's. I haven't been making it to Camille's, and I miss hanging out with you guys. I'm trying to decide if this is a good thickness. So let's spin Pebble to the side. And this is designing at its best here, I think. Monique, can you see it? I'm pretty sure that is a good thickness. I just hope it's not too thick. I don't want it to be too thick. I think that's good. Oops, there goes part of his tail. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I hope you have them someday too. Whole process with each publisher to get it approved. Wow. Looks good to you? Yeah, I didn't think his tail was that thick, but actually when she showed me the side view of it, it's actually quite large of a tail. Because I think usually when I look in the pictures, it's more of a top-down look, so you just see the top part of it. Hi, Helix. There we go. So he can watch you guys. So concerned with steps of the bedroom of my camper, but I'm very careful going down the outside steps. Yep. Yeah, the cement pad. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Exactly. And it's true. I get scared going up and down stairs myself because, well, it's kind of Arthur and Merlin's fault for that. They 9 times out of 10 like to lay on and across a step and they don't move. So I have to figure out a way to go. There's like a tiny little space. They almost fill up the entire step. So I can't dump, I can't jump over them. So I usually have enough for a toe to sit next to them and then I get down. But one of these days I'll have something in my hands. I won't be able to see my feet and Arthur's just going to like run through my legs or something. That's what my worry is. So yeah. So I do have, if you are just tuning in, word of the day is Pebble, just how it sounds, P-E-B-B-L-E, Pebble. And that gets your name into the monthly appreciation giveaway. So for October, shall we see what we're playing for you guys this month? I have it over here. Oh, and it comes in this cute little bag with the little kitty and yarn, you guys. I am gifting this away. So let's see what we've got going on in here, shall we? All right, here we go. So this is a little desk organizer. It's soft, so it can be portable, you can store it, but it would be very good for hooks, you guys, I thought. So I grabbed one of those, and I like this. I actually have one that's a square one over here, and I use it for pens, and it's been lovely. So you're getting that. You are going to get a little, you can put it up like a picture, but you can put a little picture in here, and I just thought that was super cute, and it does feel fallish to me with the colors. So grab that. Now this is a 2-pack wall shelf, you guys, that I grabbed. So you see how they work? They have the little rings at the top. So I thought these would be super cute for decor in the house. You could even stain the wood. It's like untreated pine, but you could stain the wood and make it look really whatever color you want. So then we've got a cute little notebook that is lined inside. We've got, we have everybody's favorite stitch markers. And of course, tapestry needles, because we all need to sew things in. We have, so these I am gifting away. These are going to be really good for people that do Amis. Do you guys know what these are? These are for safety eyes, okay? So you get 3 sizes here. So depending on if you make, bigger characters or smaller characters. But these are really good for doing Amis. So you basically have this on the inside. So the eye you would have down on something soft, then your piece, and then this pushes the back onto them and saves your hands from getting it in pain, especially on the little ones, I find. Yes, for the eyes. So these ones are going to be in your bag this time. And then I have 2 skeins of Fair Isle Harbor. This is fine weight, so it's a size 2, and it is 50% cotton, 50% viscose, which is made from bamboo. And it's this really pretty purple color. And let me tell you how much is in it. I think that's what I forgot to say. Okay, so each skein is 321 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, or 293 meters. So you will get both of those. So that's enough to make a scarf, I would think, a beanie, probably, maybe even I don't know about a bag maybe, but I wouldn't make any wearables probably with it, but it is a 2-weight, so I'm not sure how that works up. And the colorway is called Amethyst. So Fair Isle Harbor. I looked them up online. I do believe they kind of retail somewhere in the $7 to $10 range for each skein. So those are going to be in your monthly appreciation. You love the fine weight, Jennifer? Trying to finish up reports for work so I can take tomorrow. Ooh, taking tomorrow off. Look at you. That's exciting. What are you going to do with all your free time, Kendra? Are you going to crochet or are you going to go somewhere? So little fun decor things. I like those little, you know, put some pictures up or put, I would do with those shelves as I would actually do amis. I would put little amis on there because I think that would be really cute with them hanging off, you know. So that's what I've got in monthly appreciation. Okay, what did I miss? I just want to make sure I didn't miss. For the sunken eyes. Yes, Mandy. Yeah, those work really well for that. So I ended up getting one of these. So I had the wood ones and that's what I was using and they work great. But I ended up buying one of these ones and these have like a different attachment that you can put in to this. This is the pad side and then you would pop this one out and put the other one in. So these work really well too. And I just felt like it would be a good time to offer that to you guys because I don't need to have multiple things. I can just have one thing. You guys have the other one. What are, okay, yeah, we did that. I need those. I love those. Oh, do you have those, Rebecca? Or the rivets, yeah. I'm glad you guys know what those are because I was like, is this going to be really weird? People, what is Frizzy putting in the pad this month? You love working with lace weight, fingering weight. I'm working with a 2-weight right now. I'm almost done with the cardigan I'm making. Ooh, that's exciting. What kind of cardigan is it? Like a hexie cardi or what kind of cardigan did you do? One of those, but the one I have doesn't work with sunken eyes. Oh no. And you have to have the right size for the right like backings because if you use the too big of one, it's just going to go onto the circle, you know, so you have to have the little one. So you really needed to have all of the sizes. What did somebody say, Maribel? My husband is off today and here's the live. He says, you guys are just a bunch of witches. We are stitch witches. Yes, we are. We make beautiful things out of nothing, you know, out of fluff, basically. Coffee. This evening is Dee's Creative Hands Crochet, so you guys make sure to pick up Dee's channel. If one of my mods can drop Dee's channel, that would be amazing. But it is Dee's Creative Hands. She hand dyes yarn, and they do once a month. They do a dibs sale. Mama G Gear is also going to be there as well, and she also does hand-dyed yarn. So her and her daughter Rusty also dye yarns. Rusty does cotton. I don't know if any of Rusty's are going to be up tonight, but I know Mama G's got a lot going there, and Dee's got a lot going there too. You tell your kids all the time that, Mandy, that you're a witch. I love that. Blanket. Howdy. Hi, Steven. Oh my gosh, you were dealing with your DoorDash delivery. Hi, Ava. Welcome in. Okay, back to my swatch here. It looks like a swatch, but it's not. It's a side of a tail. You were working with multiple strands one day, and one of my sons saw me and said, what dark sorcery is this, Mom? I love that. Oh my gosh. I don't think, I don't know. I feel like the excitement about it. Well, Lizzie's super excited about Pebble. That's for sure. She's very excited. But my kids used to be more excited about the stuff that I make, but now I feel like a lot of it is just like, she's just making another plushie. We practice stitchcraft. That's right. Yes, we do. Okay, Joanne, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for popping in. Use Sinker Eyes. Sinker Eyes, I thought Sinker Eyes were the same thing. It's just that they have like the black They have like a black pupil and then they have a color around and it's kind of inset like that. Other than that, what is the back look that's different? Is there something different on the back? So these, the wooden ones that I have work on any of the ones that have the backings that are kind of like domed or flat, that just go to the back of a general safety eye. So that's what they're for. Hello, Dawn. Welcome in. You were lurking. Good morning. Good morning. We are magicians. Have a magic wand and everything with a little hook at the end. Fiber Spider double crochet cardigan. Oh, he's got some good stuff. You're going to try to resist buying any today, Mandy? Good luck with that. I know there's sometimes they pull up these colors, these color mixtures. Like Mama G was showing some yesterday and oh my gosh, I was just drooling over them. They're so pretty. There was one that Rusty did that was cotton and it was a mixture. It was very Halloweenish. It was a mixture of, I want to say purple, orange, and green. They looked so freaking good. And then Mama G's been doing all these Aurora Borealis colorways that almost look a little tie-dyed, if you will, you know, with blues and purples and everything, kind of galaxy type. So pretty. Hi, Bonnie. How's it going? Did you get your book in the mail, by the way? Because I did send it to you. That was last week, I think. We're going to say last week. They were so pretty. Yes, they were. And then she showed the crow colorway. I said it needed to go with its friends over here. So I did. I don't know if you guys even noticed. So I am kind of like Amber in the fact that I like to change where things are in the background. So welcome back to the Frizzy Friends, Candy Joe. Always so nice to have you. Yeah, so I got my little Halloween banner here, and then I need to turn him on. There we go. Is it on? Yeah. So there's my little bet. But yeah, so I took out a lot of the ones here because my head covers most of them. So that's not the best place. So I've been moving them down here. So these are all hand-dyed yarns, mostly Mama G. Some are from D. But yeah, so all of these are either Mama G gear or D's Creative Hands. And then I have a little bit more up here. And then I have the few from that place up in Seattle that I got from my sister-in-law. They're DK Weight and Sparkly. And I don't think I've ever really worked with DK, have I? Actually, I have briefly, but not very much. Because you know that Bernat Sport Ombre Twist one, I believe, is a DK. I want to say it's a 3-weight. So, yes. Well, and I was looking because Camille, over at Camille's Creations, she is now also dyeing yarn. She has a shop. And so I was looking at hers too, and oh, she's got some really pretty colors too. They all are very creative in their use of color. I love it. I've been burned by the Inquisition, right? That's what your husband just said. Right? They'd have been like, oh, I don't know how that's possible. Nope. Just burn us. Oh my gosh. I do feel like I'm burning right now, but that's from other reasons. I'm putting you in, Ganny. Ganny Joe. Love one of your books for my granddaughter. She's perfect age. She is perfect age, Tracy. So I have the paperback that I can sign and that can be sent out. That is on my website. So on FRIZZY'S.com in the Hive shop. And I will be adding today the hardback copy as well. They're all pre-order though, because Amazon makes me wait like 3 to 4 weeks to get my books in the mail. I'm not bitter about it at all, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Ganny Joe. You're so sweet. Yeah, well, because I have Prime, and so I wanted to be able to get Prime shipping, you know, and I know that they have I mean, if you order the book there on Amazon, you'll get it by the next day. So why would I not get it the next day is what I'm wondering. Well, it's because they're not making money off of it. That's why I'm not getting it the next day. So that's right, Amber. Yes, ma'am. We were talking about the best thing that we should start, and I think that everybody here would probably frequent, is a cafe that is also a bookstore and yarn shop. I'm pretty sure we would never leave. And I said, I came up with Beans, Balls, and Books Cafe. We'll be there. Yeah, we'll be at the 3Bs, okay? Don't come looking for us. Oh my goodness. I totally would, like, if I was going to start a business, Amber, it would be that. Like, that's 100% what it would be. I always wanted, there was I went through a period where I was reading a lot of Nora Roberts books. And when I was younger, this was like probably even pre-marriage, but anyway, so she had a trilogy that was called the Three Sisters Island trilogy, and I loved it. And one of the sisters on the island had a bookstore cafe. So the second story of the bookstore is where the cafe was, and they would serve, like, they didn't serve dinner, they served like lunch and, you know, snacks and then coffee and stuff like that. But it just made me want to be in that. Like, I just wanted to have that as my job, and I would own it and fill it with tons of books. That's right, the Book Nook, and they serve coffee. Yep. Oh, you have a place called the Book Nook and they serve coffee. Oh, that's cool. And maybe some antiques. Well, exactly, Arrow. So, actually, I missed somebody popping in. Hi, Regina. Welcome in. Yes. We would all be sitting there gabbing, though. So some of us have to work, though. Okay, that's part of the deal. The movie theaters, yeah, Kendra, that have the knit night and leave the lights on so everyone can do their crafts while watching the movie. I love that too. Oh, you read it, Marianne? Oh, they were witches on the Three Sisters Island trilogy, and I don't think that's giving anything away. I'm pretty sure it says it on the back of the book, but I loved it, and it had a good cozy vibe, and that was my favorite of the three. Was the one that dealt with this, that was talking about that sister that had that cafe. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? I was thinking of another shop that, come on, Julianne, where's your brain? I thought maybe everyone would think it was a dumb. No, Arrow, what was a dumb idea? No, there are no dumb ideas. No. The 3Bs. The 3Bs. Yes. Oh my gosh. Lana Banana is onto something, I think. I love it. Oh, I remember. My brain engaged. Okay. So in downtown Los Gatos, this is in California. It's in the Bay Area where I used to live. And where I grew up, but there is a cake shop, like a bakery shop, that's called Icing on the Cake. And inside of there, they have little, like, not antiques per se, but it's little collectibles, local artist things for sale. That would be something that would be really cool to add in. You're not too late, Esther. You're fine. Just make sure you put in the word Pebble. So we're going to start drawing names for monthly appreciation. So you can get your name entered in. Add brownies and make it 4Bs, and I'm in. Heck yeah. Or baked goods, right? Bakery. I love baking. I hate cooking. I like to bake. I am a baker. So I would certainly be making my chocolate chip banana bread that I make. I would be making cookies for sure. And then, yeah. And then, of course, the other stuff, I'd probably bring other things into the cafe. So that way, I'm not having to make like soups and and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're onto something, you guys. I don't know which state we're gonna have it in, but or it could be a touring one. No, that's not big enough. We need to have a solid foundation. Just Pebble, Rita. I don't know if it matters. Let me just double check. I don't know that it matters if you put an S on the end. I have you in here, Rita. We got 26 entries so far. 26 entries, and we got 35 watching. So if you guys would like to put in the word Pebble, you'll get your name entered into the monthly appreciation giveaway, which I will be drawing at the end of the month. And for us, let's see. Let me look at the calendar. So we're in October, and the end of the month is on a Friday, so which is Halloween. So on All Hallows Eve, okay, on the Thursday, the 30th is when I'll draw the winner for this giveaway. Hi, Thule. Welcome in, my friend. You hate oh, Mandy. Oh my gosh. Were we a match or whatever? Or, you know, come on. She's my designer for the books too. So we just work on things together, Mandy. You can be the cook. I fully give that side to you. And I will handle the baking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sandwiches, soup, salad. Exactly. And then we can have like cakes that you can order like by the slice, you know, that kind of thing. Maybe do some of the mini cakes if you want. No S. Oh, no S for Pebbles. I was like, no S. Here in Nebraska, what did it say? Here in Nebraska, it jumped middle of the country, right smack in the middle. People will come from all around. I'm working on the character Pebble, which is, this is his head. He's a rock dog, so he looks like a rock. And so he's kind of interesting in his design. So I start him square, so you can kind of see at the top he's more square, and then he ends up being hexagonal. So he does have kind of like pokey out cheeks. I know it's not that pronounced. It's not that pronounced because he's full of fluff. However, if you filled him with like a foam, you could carve him to really push out those corners if he was just going to be on display. He's going to be cuddled, so he's going to be more plush. Fried egg on toast. Ooh, that sounds delightful. I like to do egg in a window. Poke the yolk, though, because I don't like goopy yolk. You know, do the flip, and then put some avocado on top. I'm getting hungry. My daughter asked him to bake her a cake for her birthday next year. He made the most delicious chocolate cake one year. Oh my gosh. Okay, your husband can help me. He can help me with the baking. I usually do cookies. I don't really bake cakes. I usually do cookies. My sister-in-law can do cakes. She's good at, like, she'll do some piping stuff on them. Oh, you're working on book 2 as you listen. I love that. Yes, we are hard at work on book 2. I need to get the updated map. I'm thinking of actually, I kind of debating this. I was talking to my husband about it with the map, because in the second book, she's going to a different area that is actually south of Weyburn. So she'll have parts of it, though, that are in Weyburn. So you're kind of going to extend the map. But I think in order for you to be able to see everything, I may just have to have the map shift downward, if that makes sense. And maybe have some key indicators as to where certain important things are above what you can't see. Something like that. I have to have a think on that too. 7-layer bars. Oh, yes, those are so good. My mom has a good recipe for those. She usually makes those at Christmas time. That's one of the things that she puts in. So, it's so good. All right. This is going to be a really long piece. That's okay. It's got to go all the way around the tail, since it's going to give it some height. So if you haven't put the word Pebble in, I'm going to be drawing the names here in just a second. So make sure you put that in. Let me get this out of the way. And let's see, we've got 27 entries here and 36 watching, hanging out. Make sure you guys are subscribed too. I'm sure you all are. But if you're not, come hang out more frequently because I love having you here. And I go live every Tuesday, Thursday at this time. And I will do some pop-ups on occasion. A bit quiet as I am determined to finish these geese today. You go, girl. How many did you say you're making, Rebecca? Also, too, there is another dibs sale that I am doing. I'm doing it a little different this time. So I am giving, I did this the first time I let my royals take a look at it first. So that's kind of part of a perk that you get for being in the royal hive. This time it's with the inner hive and the royal hive. And then I will be letting members take a look. And then if I need to have a big dibs, I will do so. Because I didn't have as much as I did in the last one. I just wanted to make sure, I want to make sure that members are getting their opportunities at things as well. And then, yeah, we'll have whatever is left over. We'll have little mini dibs perhaps on one of the lives. I don't want to make it a big thing because I don't think that it will need to be, because I got rid of a lot of yarn in the first dibs sale. So this is just I had like 5.5 tubs of yarn to start. That I decided to part with. Parting is such sweet sorrow. I love my yarn, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's going to be years before I can use this. I'm not working fast at that. My priorities are, changing here and there. So I'm still crocheting, but it's not as fast as I once was. Came in a few minutes ago, so I missed it. So my book is called WISHWEAVER. That's the first in the Tales of Whimsy series. It's right here. This is the book that we're talking about. So this is the paperback. This is the paperback. And you can get it. It's available on Amazon. This is the second one that Mandy's working with me on. We're just getting all the pictures flowing with the text, which is mostly done. It's just making sure everything is ship shape. But yes, this is available on FRIZZY'S.com in the Hive shop. So you can get that if you want a signed copy. Then you're pre-ordering those basically. And then I'll have the hardback on there as well. After I get off the live, I'm going to add that in. And then you can get it on Amazon as well at this point. Started a sheller card getting caught and I've decided I'm going to frog it. Not feeling it. Hey, you know what? Frog it. Yeah. Why sit and torture yourself if you're just not enjoying it, right? You have a market in 9 days. You're making 5 of each. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. So 5 with sewed eyes, sewn on eyes, and 5 with safety eyes. That's what you're doing. Gotcha. It came out so nice, Esther. This is the hardback. This is not going to be on there. This is what they do so that you can't actually take nice pictures. That's the hardback. I did extend this just a little bit so it'll hit the edge, but not go over the edge like this one. Oh my gosh, this is why you have to order these proof copies so you don't post something for sale that's not 100% how you want it. I'm too much of a perfectionist. Like my husband's like, it's fine. It doesn't need to be exactly to the edge. And I'm like, just moving it slightly. I just couldn't leave it alone. All right. So I'm going to start drawing names, you guys. So let's get this going. Let's see. Let me get Nightbud up here. We got 29 entries. So the first 4 names you see come up, those are going to get 2 entries in to this month's monthly appreciation giveaway. The last person, so the 5th name that you see, will get 10 entries in to the monthly appreciation giveaway. Say that 10 times fast, you guys. All right. So these are for 2. These are for 2. We're starting with 2. Here we go. Hi, Paige. I'm working on Pebble from Dandy's World. I'm designing a pattern for him because I wanted a big one, and I only found small ones online, and I figured, I'll just make one myself. All right, here we go. The first two name into the hat winner is Steven. Congratulations, Steven. All right, so you get +2. All right, here we go. Second name, Mandy. Mandy. All right. And next we have Helix. Helix gets 2 entries in. Congratulations, my friend. And then we've got one more for 2 entries, and then we'll do the 10, okay? So one more is going to be 2 entries. Moonlight Tracy. Moonlight Tracy. Congratulations. That's 2 entries into the monthly appreciation giveaway. And now for our 10 entry grand prize winner for the day, okay? Here we go. Lori Stories and Crochet. Congratulations, Lori. Lori Stories and Crochet +10. Congrats, my friends. All right, what I missed. Can you put my name? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so the way that it works, Paige, is basically you just put in the word of the day, whatever that is. In this case, it was Pebble. And so every time I go live, so I'll go live again we're on Thursday, so it'll be Tuesday, every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will draw 5 names each day as we go through the month. And then the last day of the month that's on a Tuesday or Thursday, which in this case is a Thursday the 30th, I will draw the 5 names. And then we do the grand prize. Grand prize of the month is whatever comes in the bag, which I shared earlier. So if you want to see what's in that bag, you can always rewind. Rewind. Oh my God, I'm so old. Be kind, rewind. What do they call it now? Go back to the start? I don't know. How do you, on a live anyway, it's a little different, right? Jump back. It has to, yeah, you have to be 18 or older. Thank you, Rebecca. You guys always have to help me with that. Sorry. Oh my gosh. 18 or older. Doesn't matter if you're in the US. However, if you are outside of the US and your name does get the official win for the monthly appreciation, most likely you'll end up getting a monetary prize rather than having a shipped prize. Just, it is nuts with shipping. As I said to you guys before, I was trying to ship a box to Sweden to my friend. It's about yay big. $75. 75. We were both like, nope, let's just hold off because we don't even know. Their country's not even, Sweden's not even shipping to the US right now. So we don't know. Neither of us knew if they would even accept a US package either. So, phew, popcorn road done on mom's blankie. Nice. Blockbuster. Yes, Arrow. I used to love Blockbuster. There was this movie store. Nothing that I even remember the name of it. It was just like a mom and pop shop movie store that we would go to when I was a kid. And the guy had all the movies up on the shelf, and he had little hooks with little tags, like those little circle tags that are paper with the silver outside kind of a thing, you know what I'm saying? Written down like the number. And then you would make sure you grab the tag, bring it up to the top, to the front counter, and he would go in the back where he actually had the stock of the movies and would get you your movie and give it to you that way. So you were supposed to like leave the thing on the shelf. You didn't need to bring the case, just bring the little taggy thing. It was so old school. Can you imagine now? That would be such a mess. But I mean, he was there for quite some time, so. Lori's been rocking it with the wins. Has she? That's awesome. Your luck is with you. You have good luck lately, huh? Hey, I'm about done with like half, like the side there. So we're getting there. Thank you, Regina. I've got 2. I've got this from a picture book. This is just because I'm a writer as well as an illustrator. So only 109 rows left. Don't think about it like that, Amber. One row at a time, friend. One row. Don't be thinking about the end. That's too much pressure. You're so funny with your bookmarks, Amber. I kind of, as you were working through those, I'm like, she's not going to want to make 20 some odd. You've already told us that you don't want to double, like you don't want to make something twice. Are going to make 20 bookmarks. That just seemed like it was, that would have been too much for me. I don't think I could have done it either. So I just thought that was funny when you said this morning, you're like, so I think I'm going to like throw off this idea. In my head, I was thinking, I called that all the love, Amber. You know that. Because you deal with a lot of the same, ADD, ADHD, whatever you want to call it, stuff. So I'm like, how is she going to do 20 of them? Plus in thread yarn, that's another whole nother ball game. Don't look at the forest. Enjoy every little leaf on each tree. Yes, Maribel, 100%. We have to, right? Just stop and take it all in for just a moment instead of just zooming right past it. I love that. I try to do that. I love the fall. It's my favorite time of year. We are starting to get a lot more rain now in Washington. I just love the colors of fall, and I love that there's more of a warmth to the glow from the sun. It's not like a hit you in the face kind of warmth. It's just like a cuddle warmth. I don't know how else to describe it. Just feels good. Oh, Lizzie B has come in. Yes, my dear.
What do I have to start on?
You haven't started?
I was eating my breakfast.
Boosh. I call her Bouchamel. It's a nickname she's had since she was little. Yes, she's very happy with Pebble. So they've asked for the pattern because they want to. Some of them have kiddos that also play Dandy's World, Lizzie. So
what's your username?
She wants to play with your kids on Dandy's World. So
what's your user?
So if your kids play Dandy's World and you'd like to send me the username so they can connect, you can do so on, well, it was mostly members I saw that were interested. So let me know on Discord or send me an email.
Why you say connection for it's for friend?
Connection.
Friend.
Oh, is it nice in Florida today? Windy though. It's a windy day. Must have had a moment.
Hydro jumper knocks.
Harmony of something. Don't worry, it's gone now. It's your favorite too, Rita. Fall is my #1 favorite. Also, I love Halloween, and it's my birthday month. So I think all these things led to what? No, I'm good. I'm good. You go ahead, enjoy. All those things led me to this month, I think.
Wait,
and then spring would be my next favorite because it's not as hot still. What?
Does any of their kids have main characters?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if the parents would know that. Like, I don't even know if you have main characters, honey.
No, I don't. I'm so close to getting Sprout, though. I want him.
She wants me to start playing that one, but I got so hooked on Bee Swarm Simulator there for a while. Like I would just the kids would be wanting stuff. I'm like honed in there, mining my fields, getting pollen. I'm such a dork when I get into gaming. She looks like a mini me. Yay.
You know what would make me a real mini you?
What?
If I learn how to crochet.
Yes.
Then I will be the epic mini.
Yes. No Roblox, yeah. Yeah. Some are, some like, some don't, I get it. It's not for everybody. Booty Chamel is what I call her sometimes. Coming! Oh, that was my ear. Oh my goodness. Anyways, well, I should get her back. No. I should get her back to school, you guys, sadly. So as much as I have enjoyed hanging out today, I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. Your boys are too old. Yeah, your boys are too old, or they would totally want to play. You're showing off your gummy bears. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Anybody know what that's from? I always love to share my age. I'll just share things with you, so you probably don't even know because it's not out anymore.
My eyelashes are like...
Well, yeah. All right, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day and weekend, and I will see you back on Tuesday. And hopefully I will have Pebble done so I can share with you what Pebble looks like.
It's Friday?
No, it's Thursday, honey. Hugs and smooches. Yeah, she has special, yes. She has special nails. She did lose a charm, but yes, she has special nails. All right, you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.